Everyone, Benjamin Correnti. Do you ever feel like there's just not enough time in the day, or do you feel like sometimes you don't have enough money to do the things that you want to do? Well, it's interesting, folks. I'm going to share with you two major league tips that will help you all of a sudden affording the things that you couldn't afford and find the time that you think you don't have. So stay tuned because I'm going to share with you exactly how to make the shift to all of a sudden, again, you will have the time and the money. So first off, folks, what I found with most people when they say that I don't have time or I don't have the money, it's usually because they have overwhelmed themselves mentally and they actually don't even really have a clear picture of how much whatever it is they don't have money for costs or how much time it's going to take to do what they want. See, folks, all we have is time. And as far as money, if you don't have a clear idea, like an actual number figure, of course you don't have the money because you mentally have already overwhelmed yourself. You've already made it more than what it really is. Meaning that we all make money and we all spend money. And then if you actually keep track of it and had a goal in mind, and I'll give you an example, I promise you that all of a sudden the things that you want to pursue that cost money, all of a sudden you'll have it. So first things first, folks, Darren Hardy, the publisher of Success Magazine, he taught me this with time. Phenomenal individual. If you don't know who he is, guys, he's a self-made millionaire 3 times over as early as the age of 18. Amazing leader. When he was in real estate, the first thing he did was he realized he needed to isolate the 3 main things that was going to make him money as a real estate agent, okay? And I believe it was like prospecting, listing homes, and I figure out what the third one was. But if you're in real estate, I'm sure you can sit there and whatever you're in, guys, whatever field you're in, highlight or whatever it is you're trying to do that you don't have time for, figure out what the 3 main things are that you want to accomplish, meaning hone in on 3 main things, okay? Then what I want you to do the next day, I want you to put a stopwatch either on your wrist or on your phone or around your neck. What he did was he put it around his neck, and anytime he was doing one of those 3 things, those are the most important things to accomplish his goal, he would click the stopwatch. Now, after a long, busy day of just having no time, right? He kept track of every time he was doing one of the 3 things. Guys, at the end of the day, he had 12 minutes on his stopwatch. So real simple. He mentally knew that time needed to expand, so he focused on those 3 main things and getting that 12 minutes to be 30 minutes, and then 45 minutes, and then an hour, and then 2 hours. And before you know it, folks, he was doing over 3 hours of laser focused on accomplishing the things that he wanted to accomplish, and all of a sudden, the things that he thought he was being busy with, the things that he pretty much thought he just didn't have enough time in the day, all of a sudden he was the number 1 agent out of the top 10 combined in his office. It took 90 days of focusing in on the 3 main things and having a focus of the relationship, the 3 main things with time. Sorry guys, hang on. My phone up if I didn't. Sorry. So the 3 main things in relation to the amount of time that they were taking. And the last thing here, folks, guys, with money, I hear people say I don't have the money. What's funny is when they say they don't have the money to go on the trip, to go on the vacation, to buy the car, to do whatever, you know what's funny? I usually say, listen, how much is it actually going to cost? Do you actually know exactly the amount it's going to cost you? And in most cases, people don't even know. They're like, well, I don't really know, but it's just a lot, Well, no, but see, there's a magic in having an exact number. See, folks, when I bought my first motorcycle, I was in a really bad state financially. And when I went out and bought it, I had the number in mind, knew exactly what it was going to cost. And on a daily basis, I was looking at how I could generate money to clear off that number. And it's so funny when you have the number and every dollar decreases that number and you watch the number go down, guys, I'm telling you right now, it's like magical. All of a sudden, you get real creative and you find ways to find the money. And then before you know it, so here's the thing, guys, it's just a matter of time. See, it might take 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 12 months. Like whatever it is, what's interesting is you'll get there. You'll actually hit the mark. See, so many people just live in la la land like, I just have the money. And then guess what happens next year? The mentality repeats. The mentality of I just don't have the money continues. It's like, well, you've been saying that for the last 3 years. Don't you think if you focused over the last 3 years that at least by now you'd have it? Like 25 cents a day. I think by now you'd have enough, right? So focus on the numbers, guy. Focus on the time it's going to take to get the things you want to get done. And all of a sudden, the time you need, the money you need will arrive, guys. Clearly, it's all starting in your mind and the mindset. Guys, hopefully this was helpful. If you're inside network marketing and you want more tips on how to manage your time, build your business, make things happen, feel free to reach out to me, guys. BenjaminCarrenti@gmail.com. Shoot me a message here on Facebook. And if you like this, please share and comment. Love you all, guys. Your Hope Dealer signing off. Have a great night.